Organizations across the country are working to finalize the data from the point-in-time count. The point-in-time count is an annual event held across the country to count the amount of people within the homeless community. The West Virginia Coalition to End Homelessness handled the count here in Wood County. They split into 8 groups and interviewed people throughout Parkersburg and Vienna.
We could not have done it without the volunteers that supported the initiative, but also the goal is, again, to make sure that we all understand this is a community issue, and it's also interesting to note that most of the individuals are also from our community.
Dawn says she predicts the number to exceed 200 this year. The official number will be released after the HMIS finalizes the data they received.